Hello and welcome to my list for the top 10 theme park scams. Now, what I mean by a theme park scam is basically that you're getting screwed over by the park in some way, shape, or form. So let's get into it with number 10. So picture this. You're at the Magic Kingdom and you see, oh, look, Mickey Mouse. He's got a meet and greet. Let me go meet him. Talk to him a little bit. You wait in line for like an hour. Pretty standard, right? Only until you finally meet the mouse himself. And you say, hey, how are you, Mickey? Nice to meet you. And he says nothing in response. Stares at you with those cold, black eyes. Wonderful weather we're having, huh, Mickey? Still no response. Stares you in the face. Turns you around to look at the camera. Snap. And that's it. You walk away, getting to know nothing. You didn't meet Mickey. You didn't greet Mickey. And you sure as hell did not have a good time. For number 9, I want you to picture another interesting scenario. So picture this. It's about 90 degrees outside. You're sweating. You're walking around the park. It's been a long day. And you're thirsty. You're parched. So you walk up to one of the drink stands and you see water. $5. And you're like, what? I can get 24 of those for $5. At least. What, do they really expect me to drink out of their drinking fountains that probably have not been cleaned in years? I mean, for all I know, I'm drinking the water straight out of Splash Mountain out of those things. It's disgusting. So what choice do I have but to pay the $5 for a stinking water bottle? Unbelievable, folks. At number 8, and this pertains a little bit more to special events, particularly Halloween events, when you're going through a haunted house. So, you're walking through this haunted house, you're expecting to get scared, right? It's a haunted house after all. But instead, you see the person in front of you get scared a bunch. And you hear the person behind you is getting scared a lot, but you're not getting any scares. The scare actors apparently think you're too tough to be scared, so they don't even try. And as a result, I waited 2 hours in line to go in this haunted house just so I can look at the walls and walk through it. I mean, I'm not looking to buy the house, I want to get scared in the house. But you know what? This one isn't that bad because there are way worse ones like number 7. So get this. I was waiting online for a very popular coaster. Let's say Steel Vengeance, right? And the wait said it was about 3 hours. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I wait 2 hours and then I hear this come over the intercom. We apologize, folks. Steel Vengeance has temporarily closed down. We're going to have to close the line and you're free to come back later when the ride has reopened. We appreciate your patience. Are you kidding me? So you mean to tell me I waited 2 hours in this line just so that way I have to step out and wait another few hours before the ride gets fixed so I can wait another 2 hours to get on the ride? The fact that a park could have the gall to put people through this disappointment is insane, but not quite as insane as number 6 on this list. So let's say you're going to an unnamed theme park, right? Like we're not gonna, pick one out of the open, right? They're all the same, right? Like we're not gonna pick one out and make fun of them, right? Okay, good. So at this particular theme park, I want to go to it. It's very popular, and it tells me that I have to pay $137 just to get in. And I say to myself, well, that's a little ridiculous. Why are you making me pay that price? And then some guy in Mickey Mouse ears tells me that it's because the park doesn't want to have to pay to expand and accommodate for crowds, so they just make us pay higher prices so that way less people can get in and afford the price. Huh. Well, that seems reasonable. Why not make your loyal paying customers accommodate for your problem of overcrowding by price gauging, and then that way you don't have to pay for anything and you don't have to build the park any bigger. And instead, you just end up making more money in the end. The funny part is that even though they are price gauging, they still have overcrowding problems. Remember, this is not a specific theme park. I am not taking any shots here, of course. Definitely not. Definitely not taking a shot at a park that has $137 per ticket and maybe has a castle in the middle and maybe has a lot of people wearing Mickey ears. Definitely not taking a shot at a specific park. At number 5, we have a problem with log flumes. You see, there's always a spot on the log flume where you don't get wet. I go on water rides to get wet. That's the whole purpose of them, really. So why design your log flume so that way there's one seat that doesn't get wet? Now that's just some cheese. Typically, it's the one all the way in the back, or it's the one all the way in the front. Really depends on the log flume. But when the ride attendant tells you to get into that seat, oh, now he's asking for a fight, because I did not wait an hour in this blazing hot heat just so that way I can get not wet on this ride.
Get in that ride!
Forget it, Bob. We'll never... Dad!
I waited in line an hour for this thing and I'm riding it. Now hop in!
Number 4 on this list, however, might make you want to fight a team member more than that event, though. So imagine you're getting onto a coaster that has a lot of airtime, you know, when you get bumped out of your seat a little bit, right? And you're super excited to ride. You sit down in your seat, you put your lap guard down, but not too far because, you know, you don't want to get stuck into your seat. You want to get the airtime. But then this stupid high school cast member comes over to you and pushes your lap bar all the way down into your stomach. And you cannot move anywhere. As a result, your ride ends up being pretty mediocre because it's an airtime coaster and you get no airtime. And yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you, Jared. You ruined my ride in El Toro and I swear I'm not going to forgive you for that one. And I know you might be thinking, Jared, oh, but I did it for your safety. Safety schmafety. I came to the park to have fun. I don't care about my safety. That's it, man. Jared, after this recording, I'm coming over to your house and I'm beating the ever-loving crap out of you. So number 3 on this list has to do with waiting in line for rides. Picture this. You've been waiting in line for like an hour, hour and a half, something like that, and you're about to get on the ride. You notice that you're going to be in the next set of people to get on the ride, and you're hyped. And then all of a sudden, in the lane next to you, some people come running up, and they get in front of you and make you wait until the next ride. Who are these people exactly? Well, they are either FastPass users, Express users, Quick Queue users, FlashPass users, or Fastlane users, which essentially means that they probably paid money to get ahead of you in line. Now, I know not all of these require you to pay money to access the Fastlane or Express Pass line, but for the ones that do, they are essentially creating a classist divide, as the people who have higher income and can afford to buy the Express Pass to get to the front of the line do not have to wait in the same line that the people who can't afford it do. So I have to wait an extra 10 minutes to get on a ride I waited an hour and a half to get on because some snobby kid with his mom's credit card was able to pay his way to the front. Now that is a definition of a scam.
What do I owe you? Nothing. It's for free. Free?
Number 2 has to do with the Jungle Cruise at Magic Kingdom. So when you get to the end of the line and you see the boats coming in and you're about to hop on, right? You notice that the skipper on the boat that you're about to go on is getting the crowd riled up. They are loving it. They're laughing like crazy. They're rolling on the floor. And you're like, man, I can't wait to have that skipper. It's going to be funny as heck. And then you see him get off the boat and someone else replaces him. And you're like, oh, you're kidding. This guy better be good. And as a surprise to no one, just your luck, you get on and the guy is incredibly unfunny, has zero pacing, and your ride is ruined. It's almost like Disney was listening to what I was saying about them earlier in this video and decided to not let me get a funny skipper. I mean, not what I was saying about them, but about a nondescript park, guys. Nondescript, not Disney, man. I wasn't talking about them, I swear. And at number 1, coming out of Universal Studios Florida with the Men in Black Alien Attack ride, it comes at the end of the ride when you're asked to push the red button. Of course, pushing the red button gets you 100,000 points, which, depending on what team you're with and what group you're with, that could potentially give you the most points in the group. So I click it immediately after he says to click it, but then I notice I didn't get the points. That's because some weasel clicked it before he finished talking, which doesn't count. That shouldn't count, Universal. I should have won that game. I should have been the number 1 player in Men in Black Alien Attack. I should have got 999,000 points. This is a scam. This is all a scam. Theme parks are a scam. They scam you. Don't ever go to a theme park again. They're scams. I'm done, man. I'm done. You can scam me out of my money. I don't care about that. You can scam me out of my safety. I don't care. But if you scam me out of 100,000 points in a shooting game, that's it. I'm done. It's over. I'm out of here.